Hey y'all, it's Patrice Stokes here. Just wanted to share a couple of thoughts on just this time of year. We are in summertime, and here in Indiana, it is officially summertime because yesterday it was like 91 degrees. So I would say it's officially summer. But I wanted to come on and Akila clearly wanted to come on to say what's up. But I just wanted to share some thoughts on wellness and just this time of year where sometimes I notice as a wellness therapist and just having conversations with people where not only I am, but also where I know a lot of my clients and those that I work with are, and just wanted to give some encouragement to you today. So in this journey of life called wellness that I am on myself, this has definitely been an amazing 2026 year for me. I've had some amazing opportunities from being able to speak globally across the world to literally being in another country to speak to people from literally 15 different countries in Jamaica, to then being able to celebrate my goddaughter's graduation in Texas, to preparing to go to Ghana shortly. In the midst of all of those really great things, there's been some really super hard things in my life, just from different types of relationships to, learning how to do life, whether if it's from, handling different scenarios that cause me to have to make some hard decisions, having healthy boundaries, learning when to, sit back and rest, not always trying to, take the lead in things, or learning how to let people make their own choices and walk in them, whether they're good or not. And learning how to lament, having those moments where I feel sad or frustrated, but also realizing that I have to preserve my energy for the things that God wants me to do. And so sometimes I have to just let things be. And that's difficult, right? Especially being a therapist. But one of the things that I also find in this time of my life and how I'm walking through my own wellness journey is learning how to take a step back. And so during this season, during summertime, this is a time where a lot of people want to be outside. They want to have fun, hang out, travel, do things that they didn't necessarily get to do during the first part of the year. And I totally get that. But one thing that I also, not just as a wellness therapist, but as someone who has been on this journey for a bit now and starting to understand and embrace some own things in my own life, is that we cannot neglect our own well-being in the process of being outside and going here, doing this, doing that, right? Because the saying is true, is that when you're on vacation, sometimes you need a vacation from your vacation, right? Because of all the things and activities that you're doing, that sometimes you're like, man, I'm exhausted. Even though that was really fun and I felt refreshed, but I need another break, right? And so, but what we also have to be self-aware of is not only our energy and our mindset, but also what are we doing in our day-to-day life? What practices are we building in our own lives to ensure that we're not having to wait months and months and months to escape to these realities that are not our everyday lives, like being able to go out of the country. We can't go out of the country every day unless you got it like that. If you do, good for you. But if you don't, which is still fine, we still have to find a way to find that refreshment that we feel like we're going to get when we go travel somewhere far, far away, that we can't always do, on the whim like that, right? Or even if it's planned, but we have to create that in our everyday lives. And so, I've been doing these wellness and self-care assessments sessions with clients for some time now. And one thing that I found has been not only success with my clients, but also those who have reached out to me. I just did a wellness event with Sugar T, Dr. Sugar T and Lil Flip, and collaboration with my husband would speak on it. And it was a phenomenal event. Shout out to Power P, Bounce and Company, who came out and showed us the fitness side of wellness and just did a great job doing their thing. But also to our other sponsors, our partners, Leo's Alkaline Water, got to get that hydration, to Herbal Intellect with the teas and the importance of talking about, having wellness holistically through herbs and things like that. And there were so many others that, when I think about just all the different things that we need and realizing that it takes a village, that we can't, do everything by ourselves, and we need community. We need healthy community. So I just say all that to say these are some of the things that I talk to clients about in these wellness and self-care assessment sessions. And that's what I'll be doing for the month of June. You can learn more on my website at www.inspiredonpurposeservices.com. And then also each month I always do an inspired thought of the month. And so you can go there to learn more about what things that I'm focusing on month to month to help inspire you with purpose, but also ways that you can get connected and join what we are doing as the Inspired Tribe. If you're already part of the Inspired Tribe through our YouTube channel with my podcast, Therapy on the Mic, thank you for supporting. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe on my YouTube channel at Inspired on Purpose. And then also too, take some time for yourself, take a step back. One of the things that I've had to decide recently with all of the other things that I've been doing is, taking a step back from events, which is not forever. And it's not for the rest of this year. It's just for now. And it's being okay with making those choices because you see a bigger picture of what is to come, and knowing that you can't do everything. And that is something that over the years that I've wrestled with, but I've come to embrace better day by day. It's still a process, but it's part of the journey. So I say all this to you that if you are interested or have not thought about or know what it means to have a wellness session, a wellness and self-care assessment, you can definitely reach out to me on my website. You can go to the Contact Us page and click on the therapy referral form, fill that out, and I will contact you personally on how to start that process and also setting up a session. I'm also doing a couple of other free things this month in honor of what we're focusing on this month, which is wellness and self-care. And then of course, when you book a wellness and self-care assessment session, which you will also get a personalized self-care assessment to help you prioritize self-care for your life. You'll also get some other resources along with that. And then of course, you can learn more about our Building with Purpose program as well on the website. So there's so much more that we have in store, but even sometimes taking a step back from content creation and all the other things that, if you're like me, or if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, or you just do a multitude of things, sometimes you just gotta pause for the cause so that you can, take time for yourself so that you can continue doing the work that truly matters. And that's what we did at Keishan Conversations last month, because yes, June, that was May. How quickly time flies. But I just say all that to say, take time for yourself this summer. Take time for yourself, not just this summer, but find a process that you can live by every day. Because from a book I got, and I'll end on this, is that self-care is not about bubble baths, chocolate massages that we think about doing, right? But self-care really is developing a life that you do not regularly have to escape from. And that is what I do as a wellness therapist, helping you to create a life that you don't have to regularly escape from in practical ways that are personalized just for you so that you can do that on an ongoing basis. So on that note, continue to be inspired on purpose. Akila, you gonna say bye? Say bye-bye. Peace.
Thanks for watching. Did you enjoy the Therapy Thursdays with Therapy on the Mic with radio and podcast host, therapist Patrice Stokes? Well then, subscribe to the Inspired on Purpose YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you'll know when new inspirational content is posted just for you. Leave a comment below. Share this with someone today to inspire them with purpose.